in fact, live. What's up, everybody? We have a very big show for you tonight. Big show. I've got the chat working in the background, so we will be on point tonight. Felony Charles Bennett is who got me introduced into the YouTube streaming space, and we just had some crazy technical stuff going on the live. So this is a new live because the other live was playing in the background, and I have no idea why that was happening, but it was happening. So let me switch over to this account so I can read the chat real quick. We have a big show for you tonight. Craig Jones has declared war on the UFC. He's literally going directly at Dana. He's going directly at the UFC. He's got a $10 million war chest. And man, it's about to get crazy. As if the UFC doesn't have enough issues right now with fighter pay, the leak of the fact that they don't pay for cornermen's airfare, Jake Paul going at the UFC, Ronda Rousey switching sides going at the UFC. Now Craig Jones on top of it. Man, we're going to get into all that. Plus, what's up? Oh, he said, my favorite show. Hey, my guy, what's up? What's up? Lewis in the chat. So we also have some big influencer news in celebrity boxing related stuff. I'm still hoping for the Andrew Tate fight. I'm still hoping that he's going to fight Sneeko. Sneeko's been going at clavicular. I would pick Sneeko to beat clavicular if they were to fight. I think Andrew Tate's a more fun fight because I think Sneeko kind of just hates on people, and he kind of just throws, he backstabs and throws people under the bus, so it'd be cool to see Andrew Tate beat him up. But yeah, so we're going to get into that because there may be an upcoming fight announcement. And, you know, Andrew Tate's also, he's got some hot takes on politics right now. And you know, you guys, if you watch the stream, I'm not Mr. Political, right? All politics is jester. And Andrew Tate has an interesting take on politics and the current situation in the Middle East and the worldwide global political situation going on. Plus, we're going to get into potential misfits fights that may be coming up. That's going to be a little bit crazy. And we're going to talk about the MVP card because they have some new fights that they are announcing. And I don't know if it's been announced or not. I literally just got back from sparring. We're going to get into all that. I'll break the news on here and then they can get mad at me later. So there's breaking news in a minute. But first, guys, if you've not subscribed and hit notifications, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications so you can hop on the stream and chat with me because I'd rather have like a communication back and forth. I'm trying to connect with people. So I like when you guys chat. I like to get your takes on things. I can sit up here and rant. Felony Charles Bennett is in the building. Guys, check the chat. The legend himself, Felony Charles Bennett. Speaking of Felony Charles Bennett, you guys can hit his Cash App. This is the Fight Circus Felony Charles Bennett shirt. This is the shirt. He wore the white version to BKFC. BKFC banned this shirt. Shout out to Fight Circus, home of the freak show fights. Make sure you check out Fight Circus at Fight Circus on Instagram. Furthermore, tell your coach, go to StudioMillions.com. StudioMillions.com will pack their gym full of students who stay, pay, and refer. I might be on 800 milligrams of caffeine right now. Wait, let me count it up. 600, 700, 734, 760, 768, 868. I'm on 888 milligrams of caffeine today, guys. Zevia doesn't sponsor me right now. I will gladly accept their money. I drink so many of these a day. Felony Charles Bennett is concerned for my health. He says I drink way too many energy drinks. I think 888 milligrams of caffeine is the correct amount. What about you guys? So anyways, for everybody that has subscribed and hit the notifications, you guys already know I'm not Mr. trying to like be mean or whatever. It's like good vibes only, right? I'm not here to like, I'm going to give you this unpopular opinion. No. But I do keep it real. So if you want somebody that's going to blow sunshine up your skirt, that's not me, right? I'm going to tell you how I really feel. I think boxing is fake. I think Jake Paul would beat up Ilia Topuria if they sparred. You know what I mean? Like, I say things that are not popular and people think I'm rage baiting, but I'm actually just telling the truth. felony. Wait, okay. Lewis says, yeah, man, you're not wrong at all. Spicy. Things are getting spicy in combat sports. It's turned into a real situation. Oh, yeah. Craig Jones has turned into a real situation over the year. Shit's getting crazy, guys. So let's get right into it. Craig Jones is saying that he's going to put up $10 million for his CJI, and it's going to be called CJI 2.5, apparently. And he's putting up $10 million for a grappling tournament. So can you imagine? So Gordon Ryan is his rival. Craig Jones was at some point considered the second best grappler in the world behind Gordon Ryan. They had beef at the gym. Craig bounced. This is so messy, guys. Craig took Gordon's little brother, Nicky, with him. They formed a gym called the B Team because it's a play on like that Gordon's the A team because Gordon and his team are the best. And then the B Team, all the guys that weren't number one went over here. Was Craig Jones. Anyways, Craig Jones is making like, you know that list that's out about that island? He's making allegations like that towards Gordon Ryan. Craig Jones is going in on everybody, and his latest target is Dana White because when he said he's going to give up $10 million for a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament, his no-gi CJI, Craig Jones Invitational, he said, man, wouldn't it be a shame? Like, because Dana literally, well, not even Dana, right? But like the UFC is saying that they're going to invest $10 million into UFC BJJ. Even though a lot of people are saying that the UFC doesn't really like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they see that Craig Jones is getting ratings. They see that Craig Jones is getting an audience. They see that a lot of people are doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that people will watch it now. And they're getting in the space, right? They want to control all combat sports related stuff, power slap, MMA, Zuffa boxing, and UFC BJJ. So Craig's directly hitting them, right? And so as petty as Craig was to Gordon Ryan, as petty as Craig was to ADCC, which is the Abu Dhabi Combat Club, which is the premier tournament in no-gi grappling, he threw them under the bus, said they should be paying fighters more. Craig, one thing about Craig, he may not be the best grappler, although he's elite. But that guy will throw motherfuckers right under the bus. Okay, so he's thrown Gordon under the bus, he's thrown ADCC under the bus, and now he's thrown the UFC under the bus. But guess what, man? If the dude's got somebody willing to put up $10 million for a grappling tournament, man, bro, dude, I'm over here having people swing on me for money, right? Like, man, I might just go leg lock somebody and get the fuck out of there in 30 seconds. Go collect a check. You know, I'm a black belt and a pro MMA champion, but shit, if you can get a bag without getting hit, not to say I get hit in my fights, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that, like, you know, I may have won 5 fights back to back without like getting hit really at all, you know, but that's neither here nor there. Instructional coming soon. Because I just feel like a lot of that MMA, well, just any kind of combat sports in general is taught backwards. Like if you go to a kickboxing class, they're going to teach you a combo, right? But your combo's not going to work if you don't understand range. So what they might teach you first is footwork. But the problem is the civilian coming in doesn't want to learn footwork. They want to learn the combo of the day. So now the entire community has catered to what the consumer wants to learn in the order they want to learn it. And I think it's kind of setting progression in martial arts, especially in individuals' careers back. So I was teaching a private lesson today, and a lot of what we did today was start with defense first, and then we started from the final position and worked our way back to the starting position, which is a whole different way of teaching. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, yeah. So what I'm saying is that in fights, you can win a fight without getting hit. I've done it several times. But this motherfucker's still swinging on you. And if Craig Jones is putting up $10 million for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, man, listen, MVP's putting up money. The Misfits Boxing's putting up money. We got Dirty Boxing. We got BKFC. We've got CJI. Man, it's a good time to be a combat sports athlete. The money is coming in. Yeah, man, you're not wrong at all. Lewis says, you're not wrong at all. Things are really getting spicy. Okay, I read that one situation of the year. Dylan Dennis has claimed He could defeat Sean Strickland in an MMA fight, calling him easy money, despite former UFC champion Alex Pereira saying Strickland is too strong and would likely win. Okay, so Dylan, okay, so I have a friend, his name is Ninja, Chris Lyons. And he is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's on the East Coast. I believe he owns a gym called United Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Studios or United Martial Arts Studios. And Bernardo Faria, who is the co-owner of BJJ Fanatics and is like a black belt world champion, says that Chris, Ninja Lyons, has the tightest Darce choke he's ever felt in his life. And it's freaky tight. It's freaky tight. So Ninja used to work cement, like real barreling cement. And I don't know if that's how he got so strong, but he's also got long arms. So he's got this unique combination of like freaky squeeze strength with like enough bone, but not too much muscle. So it's just like, dude, it's brutal, 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 brutal Darce choke. And so I was asking him, because he used to train at Marcelo Garcia's school, I was like, how good is Dylan Dennis? And he's like, bro, he's fucking good. Like, real good. Like, real good, right? And so at that level, right, I mean, he's competed against Gordon, and, Dylan Dennis was doing really well at brown belt, and then at black belt, I think he kind of got distracted. But I think what Dylan is trying to say is that he would shoot in and invert into Sean Strickland's legs and potentially tap him out with some kind of leg lock, because that's what Dylan has done before. Dylan fought in Bellator. And while that may work against some dude we've never heard of in Bellator, and it might work if you go to grapple somebody and it's like impromptu, like, hey man, what's up? I'm in the gym for the day. Oh, cool, bro. You guys want to roll? Boom. You just shake hands and roll. You might get to jump on somebody with that. But man, if Sean were to fight Dylan Dennis in an MMA fight and like have some like this awareness that this dude's going to try and jump on my legs, bro, Strickland would send him to the hospital, bro. Like, I'm talking bad, bro. Bad. And that's not a knock on Dylan. That's just, it's a different sport, bro. We saw like what Ilia Topuria did to Ryan Hall. And I've trained with Ryan Hall. I've competed against Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall is freaking elite. Okay? He is very, very good. Ryan Hall is very good at jiu-jitsu. And I'm a black belt, and I'm saying Ryan Hall is like exceptionally, freakishly good at jiu-jitsu. And Ilia Topuria had the proper game plan and fucked Ryan up. And Ryan wouldn't admit that he got fucked up in the fight, right? Like, I see Sean Strickland versus Dylan Dennis never happening, but if it somehow did, like Dylan showed up to the gym and wanted the smoke for his Kick IRL stream or something, or his YouTube channel, Sean would hurt that guy, bro. Like, that's, I think Dylan knows how to get attention, so that's what Dylan's doing. Now, could he leg lock anyone in the world in some weird scenario? Yeah, probably, except like Gordon Ryan and Craig Jones and those dudes. But anybody outside of like the absolute pinnacle, he's always got a chance at a leg lock. So, could he leg lock Sean Strickland? In theory, he could potentially shoot in, pull guard, invert into some kind of K guard, hope he doesn't get KO'd, push Sean away with his foot at his ankle, get his weight off his leg, but Sean might free his knee line, get on top, and break his fucking face, dude. So, I would pick Sean Strickland as like a 99-1 favorite. And, if they fought 100 times, Sean would win 100 times. And then there's some weird alternate universe where 1 out of 100, Dylan could maybe leg lock him once. But I don't see that happening. Sean's a UFC world champion. Dylan is not even a jiu-jitsu world champion. So he didn't even hit the pinnacle of his sport. Although he's elite, he's very good. And I've never grappled him personally, but Ninja's good. And Ninja says that Dylan's elite. So Ninja, who's trained with Marcelo Garcia and Bernardo Faria, understands what elite is. He's putting Dylan in that category, and I trust his judgment. So that's my insider information on Dylan Dennis and Sean Strickland. I've sparred Sean. I would not put it in the category of fun. I would put it in the category of high alert, dangerous, in a lot of ways, terrible. Like, it's not a fun thing to do, you know? And yeah, Strickland is a whole ass problem. I'm just saying, I'm biased. Strickland trains at Extreme Couture. I'm picking Strickland over Hamzat. Me and Felony disagree on this one, guys. For those of you who don't know, Felony Charles Bennett is living at the crib right now. We're going to go out to BKFC. He's going to KO a guy in 30 seconds. And we're going to go stick our toes in the sands of the beaches of the world in Honolulu, Hawaii. But, yeah, Felony is picking Hamzat to beat Strickland. I'm picking Strickland. I've got insider information on that too. Strickland made that dude quit at the gym. Now the X factor is this, guys. If you guys are betting, just understand there's an X factor. Everybody says Hamzat's cardio is sus. And in the past it has been, but the past is not the present. Hamzat is now training with Sam Calavita, if that's how you pronounce his name. He was TJ Dillashaw's strength and conditioning coach. And without getting too into the weeds, TJ Dillashaw popped for performance-enhancing drugs. I believe it was EPO, which is the cardio one. I'm not saying Sam had him on that. I'm just saying that when they say that Sam's a mad scientist, like his strength and conditioning students say that he's a mad scientist, I'm sure he's putting them through workouts. But his most famous student also popped for EPO. So I'm not saying Hamzat's going to have inhuman cardio moving forward. I'm just saying before you go place a bet, know that that's the dude he's working with. EPO or not, that guy is known for getting people in shape. And I'm not sure how he does it. I don't know how he does it. I heard there's a garage and you go on an air bike or something. I don't know the details. I'm just telling you that a lot of people swear by that dude. And if that dude is able to fix Hamzat's cardio, well then that is one of the knocks against him that will be no longer a knock against him, right? So this is a crazy fight. I'm picking Strickland, Extreme Couture versus everybody. I'm biased. That's how it goes. What's up? I got Hamza in the chat. Aaron Pico, Khalil Roundtree, Dominic Cruz all work with Sam Calavita. Right, yeah. So a lot of people swear by the guy. And if he can get Hamzat's cardio to being world class, well then, you know, could he shoot unlimited shots for 25 minutes straight? Just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and sit out and shoot and sit out and shoot and, you know, sucker drag and shoot again and shoot again and shoot again and body lock and foot sweep and back up and back down. Can he do that for 25 minutes now? That's a problem if he can, right? So when you guys hear them saying that Hamzat has no, his cardio sus or whatever, just know before you go place that bet that he's brought someone in to address that, if that makes sense. I'm not saying they're going to fix his cardio. I'm not even saying he's got a cardio issue. I'm saying the guy's fighting the best in the world, so if he looks gassed after fighting Usman, well, yeah, he dominated in that fight, right? Like, sometimes to beat a former world champion, you're going to use energy. What's it say? He fixed his cardio. He went 5 rounds against DDP. So, okay, but didn't he have DDP in a mounted crucifix for the majority of that fight? Because that's a position where if you are very, very astute in that position, you can rest, right? So it's much easier to stay not gassed, stay fresher when you're in a position of dominance than it is, let's say he had to shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot for 25 minutes. Now, if he shoots twice a round, gets a takedown, passes, gets into a dominant position, stays there, dude, I'm not certain that what people even said about his cardio was true, but to me, that's not gonna put me over the line that like, oh, this dude can go 25 minutes in a dogfight against a guy who's not pinned like this, if that makes any sense. And I'd love to hear your feedback on that because I'm gonna keep it real, guys. I was supposed to fight that same night. So I was in Arizona and they brought me in the cage and I cut this fucking promo because my opponent pussied out and said he got food poisoning. Even though we weighed in and we stared down, he somehow magically, he took 30 people, he had 30 to 40 people with him. He took 30 people out with him. They all, oh, there's fan club or whatever. None of them got food poisoning. He's the only one that looked me dead in the eyes. And he's the only one that got food poisoning after. You guys be the judge. So I didn't see that whole fight and I haven't watched it back. I was in the cage doing, main event shit. Fucking, oh, hey guys, this guy pussied out, calling him all kinds of names and bitches and all this and that, right? Then my girlfriend, who's an absolute dime piece, she was in the front row. We got up and we bounced. We walked out. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking elite level exit type shit. And then by the time I got upstairs, it was already, I don't know, round 4 or something like that. And, I was over there shaking hands and signing babies' foreheads and shit. And people were coming up to me because of the speech I gave in the thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole thing. And I got promoters coming up apologizing for this dude. We don't need to get into that, right? Hamza only has 3 submissions in his arsenal, but he's very good at them. Right, yeah. So, the guy broke Robert Whitaker's face. That's a good squeeze. That's a very good squeeze. So I would imagine you don't want him squeezing your head, right? And they say anything under the eyebrows is the neck. So I agree with that. I've tapped people at tournaments, not on their neck, just across their face with just a rear naked choke, even though it's more like a fucking head squeeze, a face crush. It can get brutal. I also believe that it's more effective once you go below the cheekbone, even if they have their chin tucked, because here you can apply a lot of pressure to this is the actual skull, but below here is the jaw. So if you can get below the cheeks, it adds a level. Now, under the eyes, you can still tap them, right? But like once you go below the cheekbone, then you can really crush them. Like brutally crush them. And so you guys want a little quick tip on how to crush people's faces with rear naked chokes, even if they tuck their chin? You get this deep, right? You get this behind their head. And then I'm going to pull my fucking elbow back. And it's going to just crush their whole shit. So if you guys train in no-gi or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you get somebody in a rear naked choke, pull your elbow back. Crush their face. Free tips. Man, you never know what you're going to get on here. I'm 888 milligrams of caffeine deep. I'm just giving all the game away. DDP was stalking the whole time. He was just defending, not scrambling, trying to get up. Yeah. I'm going to go watch it. In your honor, brother, I'm going to go rewatch that. I got the Paramount Plus thing. I got the upgraded one that's not supposed to show the ads, but I think it shows the ads. Maybe I got the wrong one. I don't know. I got to go check my membership because I don't want to see those ads. I just want to see the fucking fights, and I want to see the corner. I want to see how the corner talks to the athlete, right? That's one of my favorite things. A question, do you think that the referee could step in if there's no action in the ground? For example, Hamza, the way fought against DDP, took to the ground and there was no action. Okay, yeah, so that's a great question. Here's why. Because what is your desired outcome? So just as a life rule, anytime you want to ask a question, it's dude, if you do this, it's like a cheat code. What's the desired outcome, right? So is the desired outcome in this question, we want more entertaining stand and bang fights for the UFC? Or, is it pure entertainment? Or is the question based under the assumption that we want the purest martial art possible? Because if you want the purest martial arts possible, well then there shouldn't even be rounds. If you take a dude down, he's got to get up, right? if you want the most entertainment, yeah, stand them up. Let it go to the ground, 30 seconds, stand their ass up, right? Like, so that's the metric. So what do you want? Do you want the exciting fight, or do you want the martial arts purism? Or is there somewhere in the middle, right? And I think right now, so I would say this too. If it's a title fight, let him cook. If a guy's got a dominant position, let him stay. If it's a BMF fight and the crowd boos, stand their ass up, man. It's BMF. We don't play that, guys. We want to see guys punch each other in the head. You sign up for the BMF. Stop shooting takedowns. That's my take. I think that they should strip Charles Oliveira. Another hot take. I'm not rage baiting. They should strip him. I don't think that the belt should be linear. I think it should be like the Olympics. This BMF belt doesn't mean that you got to beat that guy. Just like the Olympics. You don't have to beat the Olympic gold medalist from last Olympic Games. It's a new game. It's a new tournament. It's a new everything. So the BMF should be independent every time. Now, can someone fight for the BMF twice in a row? Well, if they're a G and they win the belt and they fucking go point at the ground and KO somebody with a second left, yeah, let that guy fight for the BMF again. But he's not defending the BMF. That's my take on the BMF. So stand him up if it's the BMF. Now, guys, I want to see Andrew Tate and I want to see Sneeko fight. That's never going to happen, okay? That's never going to happen. But Andrew Tate was saying, now, here's another guy who was political before and now is saying that there's no point in politics, which is what I've been saying on the stream, and then people in the comments have been getting at me about it, right? Like, dude, he's just saying that there's elite levels of money and then they control everything, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, maybe whatever, right? But either way, like if you believe that's true, then why get in my comment section and tell me about some politics, right? Because if you, how can you have two things in your mind at once? Either getting involved in politics is making a difference, or the elites rule everything and there's no difference to make, right? Like, so I just feel like politics is a bummer. It bums me out. And I don't know shit about it. It's irrelevant. What's gay and irrelevant? Oh, the gay. Oh, you're calling the BMF belt gay and irrelevant. Bro, what's wrong with the BMF belt, bro? What's wrong with the BMF belt? It's a little fun belt, right? Kind of like in WWE, they got the World Championship and they got the Intercontinental title, right? So like not everybody's gonna be a world champion, but it's kind of like Power Slap. Hey, if these dudes don't care about their CTE, why should we? Let's get some entertainment going. These guys want to stand and bang in 4-ounce gloves and they don't want to shoot takedowns. Cool, man. I'm here for it. David, it's getting late. You should have started earlier. Bro, if you got to go to bed, I totally understand. Yeah, so I've got this thing. It's called Keep the Main Thing the Main Thing. So my main thing is martial arts. You know, belt. And so I just got home from Extreme Couture. Felony and I sparred 9 rounds back to back to back with 30-second rest. You know, and then I hopped into amateur practice with my manager, Roman. He runs the amateur team at Extreme Couture. And NHB is not pro wrestling. No, I'm not saying it is pro wrestling. I'm saying that there's an equivalent where you can have multiple belts, especially when you're trying to fulfill contract obligations with, you know, billion-dollar companies like Paramount, right? So sometimes it's hard to negotiate with these fighters. They want a bunch of money. You don't want to pay them a bunch of money. And if you can have a secondary belt, you can still fulfill on your belt commitments to your platform, right? So Paramount Plus sends you a $7 billion bag. They say, we're going to give you $1 billion a year for 7 years. You go, great, we're going to give you this amount of title fights. Now you go negotiate with your champions. They say, hey man, I'm injured, I can't fight. And you go, well, I need you. And they go, well, dude, I'm on vacation. This other dude doesn't want to fight unless you give him $30 million. And then And you're like, you know what, Max Holloway, do you want to defend the BMF belt? Because we've got contractual obligations to secure this $1 billion bag, right? Like, so I'm not saying it's pure martial arts. I don't even think boxing is real, right? So I'm with you on that. Like, boxing is fake news. It's like a limited skill set in an imaginary world where you can't fall down and get hit or somebody can pin you, right? So it's like 2 hands, no elbows. Like, what are we doing? You can't club a head and uppercut? Like it's got all these rules. And is it some kind of fun sport? I guess, right? Is there a science to boxing? Yeah, I've sparred really good boxers. We were talking about that, right? Boxing is sweet science. Yeah, that's words. So people say that in one way, yeah, it is, right? But so is chess, right? But chess isn't martial arts, right? So boxing is like at the very, very closest line to becoming like tennis or chess, right? It's not a real fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't teep the guy. I can't front snap kick him into his liver. You know what I'm saying? I can't big kick into his fucking forearms and crush his forearms and put the fear of the shadow realm into his head, right? Chess is slow. Boxing is not. Well, yeah, that's true too. That's true too. What about speed chess, bro? What about speed chess, man? How do you know how do you know I wasn't talking about speed chess? Maybe people like to get caffeinated and play speed chess. I just downloaded this. So, fun fact, I'm on a 103-day streak on my Duolingo because I want to be a multilingual person. So right now I'm learning Spanish and Chinese. My girlfriend's Chinese, so you know, I like to keep it very, very authentic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning Chinese, I'm learning Spanish, and I just downloaded another. It's like a daily puzzle. Right? Because I like IQ tests. Like, I'm a fucking nerd, y'all. Right? And so I'm over here taking IQ tests on my phone, like not even for the score. I'm just doing the puzzles. There's like no score on this app. I'm just literally doing IQ puzzles just to do them, right? And so I don't know, man. I'm kind of into that, and I'm on a 103-day streak on Duolingo. So, you know, I am French. Parlez-vous français? Merci beaucoup. Oui, oui. Ménage à trois, sacré bleu, right? French, let's go, bro. No, that's awesome, dude. And where are you from? She's French. You're American or you're overseas? Because I would like to hear from somebody overseas about what their opinion of the United States is right now. Because my boy just landed in Thailand. And okay, you're American. Because my boy's like, dude, he's like, I'm in Thailand. He's like, they don't like Americans right now. They're tripping. And now, see, the thing is this. He's not hanging out with a lot of Thai people. He's hanging out with a bunch of Australians and Brits whose government is super liberal, and they're projecting their liberal views onto him while he's in a country with people that don't speak the same language as him, and he hasn't really interacted with the Thai people. So he's saying they don't like Americans in Thailand, but he's getting a misrepresentation because his sample size is actually Australians. Okay, she's French. All right, so then you already know, man. Dating women from other countries, hot take. If you only could pick one factor, if you could only pick one factor to have dating a woman from America or dating a woman from overseas, some other country, any country, if the only thing, like, if you wanted to place all your money on one or the other, which is going to be the better relationship, you will win more times putting all your money into the girl that is not from America. Like, if we were betting, I'm not saying give her all your money. I'm saying as a bet, right? Like, if you push all your chips in on, like, if you have to pick one, there's 2 doors. One's got an American girl. One's got a non-American girl. There's the same level of attractiveness. What's the most likely scenario for you to have an amazing, happy, healthy relationship? You got to go with the non-Western girl. Hot take, guys. I know. Yeah, this guy said, our women here are masculine. Bro, you're telling, dude. Now you want to talk, so some people in the comments say, I don't have a political take, but you want to talk psyops. You want to talk psyops about how they're trying to masculine the women out here, man? It's crazy. It's crazy. And I've traveled internationally like a lot. Man, my girlfriend's Chinese. I was in Thailand the other year. I speak pretty good Spanish. I've been to Mexico, I don't know, a dozen times. Been to Canada, been to Antalya, Turkey. I've been around. I've traveled. I've been to England fucking 4 times. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're trying to sell out here to American women as like the way to behave. It's I can't even describe what it is. It's some person might say that it's satanic. You know what I mean? It's like trying to reverse the natural order of things. Like even if you just like you don't have to be like Christian. You know what I mean? You could be. You know, God will accept you anytime. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta. Anyway, we're not here to do that right now. But if you just look at the natural order of things, like if you look at mallard ducks, right? Mallard ducks. The male mallard duck and the female mallard duck look completely different. Two, like you wouldn't even know they're the same type of duck. That's how different they look. And in America, they're trying to tell the ducks to be the same and change. Like, dude, it's crazy out here. It's anti-nature. It's anti-truth. It's anti-God. It's crazy. Our women, English and German women, are masculine. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like any westernized country, the more Western it becomes, the more like that it becomes because they're pushing this. Okay, so we're going to get into it, guys. I didn't want to go here, but we're here now. And despite my better judgment, we're going to go here. So my girlfriend is from China, which is very, from what she says, repressive to women. So in China, her being a feminist is like kind of, it's like needed, right? Like, because some of the stuff out there is kind of wild, right? I don't want to get into like all the stuff she's told me, but it's pretty brutal, you know? Pretty freaking brutal out there. And so her being a Chinese feminist is like pushing for like human rights for women, right? Like, which I agree with. But the feminism in America is like, hey, don't be a woman. Be a man, but then call yourself a woman and then set goals like a man and then work in our system and we're going to tax you. And then you're going to go career. And we're going to take our taxes. And then when you're not able to have babies anymore, then you're going to try and settle down with a dude and you're going to be like freaking out. And then it's like, dude, and then you're going to be in your mask. And it's like, I thought feminism was to give women choice. But like in the current structure of it, they're saying there's only one choice, which is put yourself and your career before your potential husband and family, which, what if a woman wants a family? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're a strong, independent woman. You don't need no man. Like, dude, come on, man. Feminism, you guys are supposed to give her the choice. What if her being happy is being submissive to a strong, masculine man and building a family and staying at home? And like, they're trying to shame that? Like, what are we doing? They're shaming raising children. They're shaming the most beautiful thing in the world, which is a woman raising her children. They're shaming that and telling her she should wear a pantsuit and go to a corporate job and act like a dude and stand at the water cooler. Bro, get the fuck out of here with that. Anyway, you guys have the opportunity to travel internationally or date someone who is immediately from another country. Take the chance and do it if you're single. You will be shocked by how natural and how feminine women from other countries are as a default. Not all of them, there's some that aren't, right? But like for the most part, you can meet like honest, wholesome, sweet, feminine, loving women, right? Whose society supports that. And then you just get along with them. And it's like in America, there's like this fog between you and the woman. And it's like this masculine and this hurt by men and this like, oh, and men ain't shit and fucking men are dogs. And like, you got to get through all this fog. And she's just like a a wounded little soul. But she's got her guard up and it's all these brick walls and she doesn't trust and, you can't, like, it's craziness. And then when you meet a woman from somewhere else who hasn't been westernized, it's like the fog is just gone. It's just like person-to-person communication. It's like human to human. It's like you're a human being and she's a human being and you're connecting with like this authenticity and genuine feeling. And that's been my experience with my girlfriend. My friends who have dated women from other countries agree with me that that's oftentimes what it is. My guy, Felony Charles Bennett's been overseas. He says he's experienced the same thing. I'm not saying he's dating over. I don't know what he's doing over there, right? But like, says that the women are different over there. There's just like a genuineness. Like even your waitress at like the restaurant is like a genuine person. If you guys get the opportunity, you gotta travel. It's crazy. It's crazy. And if you are in America and you're dating, maybe start swiping on girls that don't speak English on the dating apps, okay? Like you might have better success with that. It's crazy. So yeah, man, feminism as it stands right now, I don't believe is actual feminism, which is not putting the woman in a situation to choose her most genuine happiness. Feminism in its current incarnation seems to be putting the socioeconomic belief system that benefits the system into the woman and then telling her that that's what she needs to be a strong, independent woman. And if she does anything other than that, something that doesn't benefit the system, like stay at home and raise children, and that doesn't directly, and by the system, I mean like the tax structure, government system, her being happy at home with children doesn't promote consumerism. It doesn't promote her working and being taxed. It doesn't promote the kids going to school and then the system telling them what they want the system to tell them. And then the kids coming home and the mom being gone and not, like, you get what I'm saying? But if she's at home, she's homeschooled, like homeschooling, what? Not going to work and getting taxed, staying home and being happy, not being an overly consumer, like brainwashed person who's just buying everything because she's watching the TV and the cell phone and it's telling her, you need to do this and that, and you need to keep up with the Joneses. So when she's removing herself from the programming, now they're saying that she's not an actual woman because she wants to raise, dude, that's the best thing on the planet, guys. And the system is trying to tell people not to do that. It's cooked, bro. It's cooked. It's cooked. So, yo, bro, I'm happy you got a French woman, bro. I'm happy for you. Shout out to you, bro. Women don't belong on the tax brackets. Yeah, bro. My guy, Arpa, what's up, bro? Yo, women don't belong. Listen, now we're getting into actually some of the issues that are structural to society, which is women don't belong in the tax system, right? They don't belong in the tax brackets. That's like, can you imagine if like we had a whole society of men who were like super honorable and like went to work and their woman stayed home and like they all met their high school sweetheart and like were both virgins and then like fell in love and then like at 18 started having kids and he was being mentored by some trade, like let's say it's HVAC. He goes and learns how to do HVAC and now he's making, 150, 200K a year. She's staying home, raising the children, homeschooling. Like think about what that society would be like. She's sweet, feminine, submissive. The dude comes home, he's masculine, he has her best interest at heart. And he's like, baby, I got this. I love taking care of you and the kids. Like actual, genuine, authentic, passionate relationships. Society, she's friends with the neighbors are good people, honest, raising their children too. The kids play together. The moms fucking knit or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? The dudes are going out doing HVAC. You know what I mean? Like, think about that society. Instead, we got it all cooked and backwards. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy, man. Go out and meet somebody. Say hi to somebody. Smile. Put a smile on somebody's face, y'all. You know what I mean? And if you need a quote unquote pickup line, if you guys need a pickup line, if you see a girl, I shop at Sprouts and Whole Foods, right? I'm in a happy relationship. But if you guys are, wherever you shop, I would recommend Whole Foods personally. I'm like that. Just say, hey, real quick. Just real quick, 2 seconds. Hey, can I meet you real quick? And she'll either be into it or not. And if she's into it, then you get to know her. Hey, I don't know, I thought you looked nice. Are you single? Boom, right? Nothing complicated. And she says, yeah, be like, okay, cool. Well, shit, I'd love to get to know you if you're open to being gotten to get to know, you know? Maybe she is, maybe she's not. She's like, well, yeah, I'm open to being get to know. Cool. You could even switch it up, guys. You want to go real crazy? Let's get crazy. Hey, real quick, 2 seconds. Okay, can I meet you real quick? Yeah, oh, cool. Hey, my name's Dave. What's your name? Oh, fucking whatever. Oh, really? Yeah, no, are you single? Are you, okay, I would absolutely love to flirt with you right now, but only if you're open to being flirted with. You know what I'm saying? Bro, do that 100 times and report your results back to me. Okay, guys? Go out and meet people, man. They're not scary. Women are awesome. Women are freaking awesome. Don't listen to what these dudes say. And stop trying to meet these OnlyFans girls in these voids out at these nightclubs, unless that's a different experience, right? That's a different experience. Like if you just want to run numbers up, well then don't get attached, man. Because if you're looking for a wholesome girl and you're going out to the club, right, and she's twerking, like that might not be the girl. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying don't have fun, right? Listen, you want to go out and do your thing, go do your thing, right? But don't then go report back to the internet that all girls are some type of way and they're all thoughts, right? But it's like, dude, what did you think was going to be at the club right next to the college where all these girls are in a sorority at ASU where it's the #1 party school and they're all drinking and doing coke, bro? What did you think was going to happen? Anyways. You know, guys, I got opinions on things, and they're non-traditional, but they're so traditional in a lot of ways. So that's the dichotomy of it, right? Like, you know, like there was a rap song back in the day. It said, "Don't make a hoe a housewife." People have forgotten that. They're going out trying to make these women into something they're not, and then wondering why, and then they're getting frustrated. And it's like, dude. So there's a dude, his name's Dan Kennedy, and Dan Kennedy told me. So Dan Kennedy has made more first-generation millionaires, decamillionaires, and centimillionaires, which is $100 million. He's made more millionaires from the first generation because he coaches you how to get money. His name's Dan Kennedy. Dan Kennedy taught me, he said, never try and make a pig a racehorse. You'll lose the race and you'll frustrate the pig. Let me say that again. Never try and make a pig a racehorse because you will lose the race and you will frustrate the pig. Okay? So never try and make the OnlyFans thought void your wife, because you will become unhappy and you will frustrate the thought. Okay? That's what I'm saying, guys. Dating internationally, you can still meet, what does that say? You can meet a nerd at a library. Yeah, my guy knows what's up. The original American dream. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can meet a nerd at the library. Go to the library. Go to the freaking library. Go to the books, Barnes and Noble. You think the library's old school played out? Cool. I'm saying maybe at the college library. Oh, but I don't go to college. Dude, walk your ass on the college campus and go to the library, bro. Like, just go there. Walk around. Say hi. Hey, what's up, girl? What are you studying? Hey, how you doing? Oh, cool. I like your shoes. Hey, what's up? Oh, shit, man. Is that a Deadpool logo on your book bag? Oh, you fuck with Marvel movies? Oh, cool. Like, whatever. Just go out and talk to people, right? You can't meet a nerd at a library. And if you're not into, go to Barnes and Noble, bro. You'll probably meet some, especially if you got nerdy hobbies. Like if you're into like nerdy video games or like Dungeons and Dragons or like collectibles or something, like, bro, you can't go to the club and expect to meet that, right? Find your niche, be very in your own world, in your masculine, go out, talk to people with no expectations, don't try and force it, be chill, see what, if they're open to being talked to, see if they're open to being flirted with, see if they're open to be gotten to know, and if they are, maybe you take them out for a boba. Maybe you take them out for a matcha. Maybe you take them out for a coffee, right? If they want to go get drinks, now we're starting to get into a little bit more dangerous territory, right? Because if that's their hobby, now we're getting back into the first category. And I'm not saying that a girl can't drink, right? But like, if that's all she's trying to do, if like her hobby is getting wine drunk and watching, you know, whatever the fuck, Love Island or whatever the fuck's out right now, are you going to find yourself in a frustrated situation soon? Probably. Or you're going to find yourself in a fun situation because you understood what that person is optimizing their life for, which is fun. And then you just keep moving with the flow of the universe, right? And then you go meet somebody else who's more in alignment with you if you're looking for something long-term. Have a lot of standards. Have a lot of boundaries. And you don't even have to be a dick with them. It's just like, hey, girl, that's awesome. You're allowed to think whatever you want. I'm allowed to think whatever I want. But for me, that's a boundary. And I totally understand if it's like a deal breaker for you. But like for me, that's a line, right? I would absolutely love for us to work this out and get past this together because there's something different. Like, you know what I'm like be real. Like that's, if you're really into her, that's probably what you're feeling, right? You're really feeling like you want it to work out. You're really feeling this is a boundary, but I love you. But like, how are we going to do this? You can express that very directly as long as you're coming from a real, authentic place. Anyway, I don't know how this Craig Jones story got into dating and, you know, overseas adventures and all kinds of craziness. Meeting nerds at libraries, guys. That's where we took it tonight. That's where we took it. No telling what we might do. See, that's what I'm saying. When the chat pops off, things go well. So make sure your notifications are on. And everybody that's already subscribed, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you. In fact, I'm on this like wave of like, I don't want all the subscribers. I want the best subscribers. Like for real, for real. Like I just want an army of real ones that I like, people that I would kick it with. Like if I see you out in the street and I'm like, dude, what's up, man? You seem cool as fuck. They're like, yeah, man, I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm like, that makes sense because you're awesome and I'm awesome, right? I don't want people I don't like. You get what I'm saying? Like some people are just like, subscribe everybody, please. I'm trying to run my numbers up. No, bro. I want quality over quantity. Now, if we could get quality really quick and get me monetized on here, that would be awesome. Guys, also donate some money to Felony. Hey, yeah, great point. Here's Felony's cash out. Felony, I believe he's in the other room right now. I think he's chilling. That's his cash out. If you need a Fight Circus shirt, hit me up on King David MMA on Instagram. We got these shirts. We're putting out some more shirts. We got all of it. Oh, you posted it in the chat? Okay, I didn't see it in the chat, but shout out to you for posting it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, man, we got some goals right now. Felony's going to pop out to Honolulu, Hawaii. The card, if you haven't seen the poster, is essentially Hawaiians versus blacks, okay? And Felony and I are going out there, and Felony's going to ruin the party. Because I'm guessing the promoter has set it up so that the Hawaiians have what they consider to be favorable matchups, which is oftentimes what promoters do. I'm not even faulting the guy. These people are selling tickets. They're keeping the promotion in business. And we're going to go out there, and Felony's going to ruin the party. I'm in agreement with Felony. Felony has predicted a 30-second knockout. And that's, you guys, listen, man, I spar the motherfucker every day, okay? Like, I'm not just saying this just to say it. this is like, if I told you what I've seen him do to people in the room, guys, it's fucking nuts. It's crazy. And I train with the best people on the planet at Extreme Couture. So I'm very familiar with what like top 10 guys in the world feel like and top 5 guys and world champions. And man, Felony in shape is a fucking problem. So expect him to get a 30-second knockout. And I'm not saying bet the knockout in 30 seconds, right? Don't bet the over-under unless you're a fucking real motherfucking G and you're ready to risk it to get the biscuit. What I am saying is this isn't gambling advice, guys. I'm not a gambling fucking consultant. But if they have him as an underdog again, which they did last time, they had him at one point, he was a 2,000 underdog. So if you bet $100, you won 2 G's. Okay. Wait, is that right? Is that really what it was? If you bet 1,000, you won 20 grand. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, I know people that got in at 1,000, and I know people that got in at 300. So if you bet 1, you get 3, right? Literally, I was going through the gym telling people, listen, man, this is free money. Bet this. Bet this. And at the gym, amongst a lot of the pros and the amateur guys and the civilians, I've got a reputation as being like a very, very difficult guy to spar for a lot of people. And I'm going like, bro. And I have a reputation as like a dude that like trains a lot, like 3 practices a day, like psychotic type shit. Like, whoa, why do you train so much? What's wrong? You know, like, do you need help? Like type shit. No, I just love martial arts, guys. It's like actually like martial arts to me is like the thing I'm the most passionate about in the world. So I'm at the gym all the time. And I'm like, listen, you guys see me sparring the dudes. Nobody wants to spar. I call them out for rounds. There's literally guys at Extreme Couture that no one spars. Like they're looking for sparring partners and everyone's ducking their head like this, like looking down at the ground like they don't see them. I'm the only dude walking up to some of these guys. There's like 3 of us that will spar them, or nobody asks for rounds. I'm asking for rounds, right? And I'm telling everybody at Extreme Couture, listen, I don't like sparring Felony when he's in shape. He's a problem. Bet the house on him, right? Some people did. Some people didn't. The people that did, they like at minimum tripled their money. Some of them 10x their money. And I'm not saying the odds are going to be that crazy for this fight because Felony's coming off a knockout, right? I'm just saying if they have him any kind of underdog, I should get a gambling sponsor on this thing, huh? What's a good gambling website? I'm going to reach out to some gambling sponsors. We're going to start placing live bets on the site. I want to gamble with you guys. Let's run it up, guys. So yeah, I tried to get a bet in on that. But listen, man, I'm in Las Vegas in the betting situation here. You got to use a VPN to put in somewhere, and then other places don't have the odds you want. Anyways, I told everybody I know, a bunch of people fucking made 3 to 10 times their money. One dude at BKFC actually says he got in at the 2,000 underdog. So I guess I got 20x his money. Anyways, man, if you can, maybe bet Felony this fight. Not financial advice. But I would imagine Felony's going to KO this guy still. So, with that being said, tap the notifications. Make sure you subscribe if you're a real one. Real ones only. No pencil neck geeks. No dorks. No dweebs. None of that. We want real ones only. We want to have a army of fucking just cool motherfuckers, right? Good vibes. Good night. Man, I see the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody that's been chatting, man. You made it super fun. We're almost at an hour. Let me get the fuck off this stream and take my ass to sleep with 888 milligrams of caffeine on the day. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.